Last in the Den is a business idea from Wote that takes green to the fashion extreme.
Hi, my name is Lucy-lau-Bigham. I'm a textile surface designer by profession, and I'm the founding director of Tosheka Textiles Limited. Tosheka is a Kiswahili word that simply means satisfaction. Starting in 2011, we purposely decided to create an eco-friendly and ethical textile line. And this textile line would create sustainable incomes for communities that we partner with in making the textiles. So I'm here today to give you the opportunity to invest in this highly impactful and profitable textile business. We are seeking $8 million in exchange of 7% equity. We have engaged a community of more than 3,000 households. We are now introducing a new type of silk to be able to increase the quantity of fiber that we require to make our textiles.
How many of you are wearing fabric made from raw materials sourced in Kenya? With me, I have fabric swatches that are made from Kenya material. Imagine having this into this.
Our developed line, the 3,000 people that we're engaging, can actually produce 250,000 square meters of fabric that will project sales revenue of about 1.8, I would say it in dollars, per annum.
$1.8 million worth of sales.
So this is how it works. So we have 3,000 people that will be producing this fabric with. Let's take, for example, 1,000 of those for purposes of math. Each household is going to produce for us 30 kilos of this.
And on that, what's the profitability of the 150,000 sales per month?
We net at about 23%.
23%.
Working with community households, Tosheka has ambitious targets and a proven 23% profit margin. Is this enough to entice our lions?
How do you currently sell? What are your outlets for selling?
Okay, so we have dealt with hotels. We have dealt with designers. I lived in the US, and we only sold to the US because we were producing very little and we could realize more margins. So in the US, we have sold to Anthropology, we have sold to Amazulu, we have sold to the Fabric Workshop and Museum.
So let me ask about the silk. Who else can mine this silk in East Africa?
Ethiopia do have Eri silk, and in East Africa, nobody has it. So we are actually very aggressively wanting to be the leader in this market.
Thanks, Lucy. I have a question around what will be the price point for the silk once you're able to sell it?
Our business plan is very conservative. So even that 1.89 is based on a price point of 550 shillings per meter. If you're selling raw silk, you would probably be expecting to pay 1,900 shillings or 2,000 shillings.
Is that plain or is that the printed?
That's plain without the print.
Oh, plain.
Yeah,
and to add a print, like the beautiful one you're wearing. What would that then cost?
Because it's a designer thing, it would cost them at least 1,500 shillings per meter.
So it goes up significantly.
It goes up significantly.
Why 8 million for 7%?
Okay, currently we already have $500,000 that we have already invested.
$500,000?
$500,000 that we are investing into this Eri silk particularly. We have trained people who can train communities on how to produce this.
So what do you want the 8 million shillings for?
Equipment. Ideally, we would have loved to get 20 million shillings.
However, you said ideally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. However, 2 million out of that, we are looking at working capital. Okay. Because the people we are working with cannot finance our project. When they finish, they need to be paid.
So for Jan to December 2015, what was your total sales?
Our sales were, I guess, 8 million, a little less than 8 million, 7 million.
It's the first time our entrepreneurs falter in an otherwise silky smooth presentation.
But for me, I don't think I quite understand the textile industry. Since it's an area that's not very skewed towards my passion, I'll back out. Thank you.
I'll be out also because I'm worried about valuation at this point.
I'd just like to tell you also where I am. I think there's a lot of intricacies in your business which you definitely seem to have thought through, but I think it needs somebody who has a little bit of an understanding of this industry. But for that reason, unfortunately, I'm out.
3 lions are out now. What will the fashion and textile lionesses have to say?
I'll make you an offer. Then one day I can let me know if she'd like to come in on it or not. Just based on the investment that you've made so far. I mean, the market is great. The projections are fantastic. But, you know, it's about getting into the market. That's the whole thing. So I'd offer you the 8 million shillings that you're asking for 20% of the business.
Yeah, I mean, I love what you're doing. Silk is new and it's exciting, and the livelihoods you're giving to these families. I mean, to pay 300-400 shillings and be able to sell it for 3,000, less than a month later, I think that's incredible. I'm in the fashion space, so it's complementary. I understand fashion. And I'd be willing to come in with Olive at the 20% for the 8 million.
I appreciate, and I'm really happy that the two of you are interested. I think that the two of you would bring in the marketing aspect, and the shaping up the business model would be very critical. However, you want to understand where we have come from. And I would like to give you an offer too, counter offer, and say, consider 10%. And as we grow, you have the opportunity to grow with the business and increase your shares too.
I think what I hear you say is, the business is going to grow to a point that even 10% will be worth a lot. I think you need us to help you grow it to that point.
One more bargain, and then we can agree. Let's do 15%.
Okay, 8 million for 15%.
Right.
I'm more comfortable with the 20. Let's grow the business. You can buy back the 10.
Shrewd business person.
Yeah.
Fine, 20%, we agree.
Our entrepreneurs fight to lower the equity stake, but in the end, Olive and Wandia take 20% of the company.
But it was clear. There were 2 people that you're aiming for here.
The girls.
Huh?
The girls.
What a technical process. I was amazed.
Yeah.
She brought me a caterpillar to feel. I thought you were so keen, so I just passed it straight to you. No, but I'm really happy for you. I think this is such a great story could come out of this. Such a great story could come out of this. This whole buy Kenyan, build Kenya concept, I'm so passionate about it.
What they're bringing in is not only the money. They're bringing in the distribution channels. They're bringing in the marketing. So when you look at the bigger picture.
So well done. All the best in the future.
Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank.